States of America. She was bronze on Paralympic Games 2016.
A very young athlete, 23 years old actually. Now we have on firing point E a representative from Ukraine, Yuri Matafonov, a participant at many World Cups and some European Championships and World Championships as well.
On the firing point F from New Zealand, Paralympic winner and gold medal 2004, Michael Johnson.
Then on firing point G, we have another 23-year-old, a representative from Great Britain, Tim Jeffrey, a 2 times World Cup gold medalist.
And on firing point H, winner of 2 Olympic gold medals, 2012 and 2016, it's Kovalchuk Vasilu.
The jury member in charge of this finals is James Marsh Brown from Great Britain.
And the chief range officer for this final is Mr. Wataru Fuji from Japan.
Now the athletes are going to take their positions, and their assistants are coming over to help them take the rifles and put them back in place. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they have 2 minutes to prepare.
Yes, they have 2 minutes to prepare.
And usually there is 1 minute to prepare for the first.
For the able bodies, yes.
Yeah.
But since we are in the world shooting para sport, and because of their disadvantages, medical one and physical one, they have 2 minutes to prepare for the first series in this final, because they need a little bit more time. And we can see here that they are shooting from the chairs, and they are using the special tables with the spring for holding the rifle. And also, what is important, the rifle must be in the balance. The balance point we can see now on the camera are 2 red arrows, so the rifle must rest between those 2 red arrows, so it is in the balance. So everything is simulating the able body shooting in this discipline. But they are using the spring, they don't use the left arm to support the forearm of the rifle.
Very interesting. I think they are coming close to being ready for the first series of 5 shots. The athletes are going to be shooting 2 series actually of 5 shots first of all, and after that they will go on to the single shots. After 2 single shots, there is an athlete who is going to be eliminated from the finals and will have to leave the finals.
Yes, and we must mention the condition. It was rainy day yesterday, so today the temperatures are really nice for the athletes. It is about 24-25 degrees. It's not very hot, and everything is perfect. Also, almost no wind on the range, so they have really nice conditions.
Yeah, as I see now, I don't think the light has been changing much. It's very cloudy today. There is almost no direct sun, even not on the targets or anywhere else. So it's pretty perfect conditions, if you ask me.
Yeah, the conditions are really steady, no wind, and this is the prone event, so we could expect the high scoring.
I'm very curious to see what happens, and the chief range officer just said start for the beginning of the first series of 5 shots. Let's see who takes the first shot. And we have Johnson taking the first shot at 10.3. So after each shot, they have their assistant helping them and loading their rifle, right?
Yes, these are the loaders and the loader rifle, but after each shot they have to move back behind the athlete and just observe.
So these assistants are actually just loaders.
Yes.
They can't talk to them, they don't do anything else but load the rifles.
Yes, they can load and they can adjust the sights for the athlete if the athlete requests. But they cannot communicate, they cannot give any advices. Their function is just to load the rifle and adjust the rifle.
Okay, interesting. Let's see what we have here. We have Johnson hitting at 10.8. I think that's the best shot so far. A 9.0 by Matafono, not such a good start for the prone position, I would say.
Yes, here 10 almost is a must in this final. They
Mhm.
must shoot 10s to keep the high position.
But I do see some nines though. Here we have Cogbill shooting a 9 and De La Forest. I mean, it doesn't have to be such a big of a mistake. But of course, it's always best to hit a 10.
Yes, but 9.9 is almost a 10 shot, and this will not give you a so big disadvantage.
Yes, it's almost as if you did have a
Yeah.
10.0, even though sometimes that zero point 0.1 can make a big, big difference in the
Yes.
finals.
But we can see Jeffrey shot really good. He shot
Mhm.
52.5, so really nice shooting from him. And also Johnson after 4 shots, 41.7. We can see really high shooting.
We can see McKenna now. She is concentrating on this shot. She is a very young shooter, only 23 years old. That's one of the 23 year olds. We have a Tim Jeffrey as well, 23. Those are very young shooters here at the World Cup in Osijek 2019.
And now we can see results of the first series. Jeffrey is in the lead with 52.5, then Johnson second, 0.3 behind, and Kowalczuk third. The scores are really tight, and the differences between the athletes are really small. So we are very interested what will happen in the second 5-shot series.
I'm actually very curious myself what happens to McKenna, because she's such a young shooter. I'm interested if she's going to be able to come over the nervousness and everything that comes with being in the finals at the World Cup.
Yeah, but she has bronze medal from Olympic Games in Rio, so she also has quite a lot of experience, and she should be able to handle this situation.
I'm always interested to see very young shooters. Uh, it's nice to see that.
We can see now a really interesting shot of athlete trigger the rifle.
Mhm.
He has adaptation of the trigger, which is allowed by the rules because he has disability and he must have his trigger adapted to his disability.
Mhm.
So really nice shot of the camera.
Let's see what's going on there. On the second shot of this, on the third shot of this 5-shot series, it is.
We can see Ristic is shooting
Yeah.
now very well, and also Matafono shot really nice shot, but then he shot 9.8, which kept him a little bit below the ranking.
Okay, we can see him now shooting. I mean, the rifle seems so steady. It seems as if it's not even moving at all.
Yes, really, rifle in prone event is really steady. The athletes are really perfect shooters, and these are the minimal mistakes they are making. So it's really high scoring. We can see the groups also on McKenna. She's really on the target now.
Shortly now. It's fast, if you ask me.
Yeah, prone is fast. They do not shoulder the rifle for this, and it's really fast, and the scores are really high. So the one of the most interesting final in 50-meter events because of the high scoring and the really high results.
And now I can see the results. Jeffrey Tim took the lead with actually a big difference of 1.4. That's the biggest difference in the finals, except from Amatafonov in the last place behind Cockbill in the 7th. Ristic is currently in second position, following Jeffrey.
Yes, and then we can see only the small differences, 0.2, 0.3. So everybody from 7th to 4th are really together.
Yes, they're very close together. It's going to be interesting when they start falling out of the finals after these single shots. So they're shooting their first single shot. We have some 10.6 by Ristic and Matafonov. a 10.9 by
from Kowalczuk.
Kowalczuk. Very nice, very nice. The loaders are loading their rifles
We
again.
could see how the loader adjusted the sight for the athlete. It was only one click. It is really, really fine adjustments now.
Now we see Ristich is climbing up nearer to Jeffrey with a difference of 1.1, and we have both Della Forest and Johnson in 6th position, following by Matafonov in 8th position by 0.9. He has to have a good shot and has to count on somebody's mistake to stay in the finals. So let's see what happens to Matafonov right here. Cockbill a 9.5. He shot the first shot in this series, and it made him fall out of the finals. That was one mistake. Ryan from Great Britain wins 8th.
The leader is Jeffrey Team. Second place is Ristich, but only 0.4 behind him, and third place goes to Kowalczuk, 0.9 behind second.
We can see his loader taking the rifle, putting it on the table, and moving the athlete away from the firing position in the finals. He is not very pleased. He knows this was one mistake he wasn't allowed to afford.
Yes, this was the crucial mistake, because with this shot he fall out of the final, and he's aware of it. It was probably the only bigger mistake in the final, and it cost him a better position.
And we're moving on with the finals. Ristich in second position, right behind Jeffrey, now a difference of 0.4. He climbed up there very fast, if I may notice.
Yes, he's really shooting really good now. He's on the move with high scoring. We can see Jeffrey now.
Oh, we have Johnson at 10.8, and we have Dal McKenna, the 23-year-old, as I like to call her apparently, at 10.9. And now Ristich with his 10.1 gain this advantage of sharing the first place with Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And they're both followed by McKenna in
Kowalczuk.
third position. So with a difference of 0.6, that's okay, that's bearable.
Yeah.
The next shot's gonna decide actually who's gonna win the 7th place, and right now Matafonov is in the 7th place, point behind Della Forest. He should shoot a very good shot and count on a mistake of some other finalists to stay in the finals.
Yes, we are with Matafonov now. He scored 10.4, and we must watch for Della Forest. He shot 10.9, so
Della Forest is safe.
yes. Della Forest shot the perfect shot on the right time, and he jumped to the 5th position now. So now Michael Johnson will be in the danger zone for the next of the final shots.
And now we have the winner of 7th place, Ukrainian representative Yuri Matafonov. He was fast to get off the firing line.
Yes. And Ristich now is in the lead. Second place is Jeffrey, 0.5 behind him. And then we have Kowalczuk, McKenna, and Della Forest, and Johnson. And really, really small differences.
Yeah.
1.5 is between first and the 6th place.
Ristich has been climbing up slowly this whole time. Now he gained the advantage and took the lead. I'm curious if he's gonna be able to bear it mentally, if he's gonna stay in the game. And I see his 10.5 now shot. I think he's pretty good, feeling the lead right now.
Yes, he is in this final. He won the gold medal yesterday also. He has his piece, and now he's just repeating the shots from the training, because he has all his gold filled up and he has no pressure in this final, because he already won the gold medal yesterday, and now it's much easier for him to compete in this final.
We have the next single shot in sixth position, and maybe out of the finals next is Johnson, a zero point 0.8 behind De La Forest. Um, well, he really needs a good shot now.
Yeah, but he's also without the pressure. He won the medal here also, but he does not look so satisfied. He shot 10.2, and he knows it was not enough.
A 10.2 was not enough. Since nobody else made a mistake, he has to leave the finals. And so, sixth place, representing New Zealand, goes to Michael Johnson. We have his loader helping him get off the firing line.
Yes.
In the finals.
And Ristic is still in the lead, and his lead is now 0.6. Then second place is now Kowalczuk, 0.6 behind him. Then McKenna and Jeffrey is now in fourth place. Jeffrey started really high, and now his concentration is falling, and he's going down slowly on the ranking. So he must put more pressure in this final. He must concentrate more.
Yes, but Jeffrey is also a young athlete, only 23 years old, and now we saw McKenna. McKenna is here. She's currently positioned on the third place. I'm curious to see what happens in the next two shots, because De La Forest is in the fifth position, only a half a point behind, and now McKenna with her 9.4 fell down in the fourth position. Both De La Forest and McKenna are now sharing the third position behind Tim by 0.3. I mean, anything can happen in the next shot. Jeffrey, De La Forest, McKenna.
Yeah, they are really close, and they must be really, really careful, because they are so close. 0.3 behind three of them. And we could have a shoot-off shot, because the differences are small. We have three athletes there, and it's just a little mistake that can put anybody of those three out of the final.
Yes, it could definitely happen. We have now Jeffrey here, very concentrated.
De La Forest shot 10.3. Kowalczuk 9.5.
And Jeffrey at 10.5.
And fifth place goes to Dale McKenna from United States of America.
Oh, I was cheering for her. Okay, so representing USA, fifth place goes to McKenna Dell.
Yeah.
Her loader helping her out. I was so rooting for her. I thought she's gonna, be in the medal ceremony.
Yeah, she's also very happy person and bright spirit of the virtual. We can see her smile now.
Yeah.
And she's also always positive, and really nice to have her here in Osijek. But the final must go on, and Ristic now leads 1.1 in front Jeffrey on second place now. And then it's Kowalczuk and De La Forest 0.2 or 0.5 behind Jeffrey. So really tight scoring, except Ristic is a little bit far away for them at this moment.
Yeah, I feel like Ristic has been just climbing up and up and up, and making the difference bigger and bigger, and making it harder for the other finalists to even come close to the gold medal.
He's really on the target. We can see him shooting normally almost first, and he really has the feeling of this competition. So he's on the form in this final, and he has advantage of 1.3. But Jeffrey and De La Forest are 0.2 behind. So everything can happen next shot, and this will be the medal shot.
Yes, in the fourth position right now is De La Forest, 0.2 behind Jeffrey. I mean, that's a really tight difference. Next shot could be between De La Forest, Jeffrey, or even Kowalczuk. I mean,
Jeffrey 10.1, De La Forest 9.9. So he's aware.
Yeah, all of them shot a nice shot, so the differences more or less stay the same. And we have the fourth place winner now, representing France, Tanguy Delafora.
Yeah,
And now we have our medalist here at the 50-meter rifle prone mixed SH2 event at the Osijek 2019 World Shooting Parasport World Cup. And those are Ristic, Kovalchuk, and Jeffrey. Now we'll see
yeah.
who's gonna win the gold,
4
because
more shots to go.
Ristic has been climbing up this whole time. I mean, he has a difference of 1.5 points almost. That's a big difference for prone and 50 meters, would you say?
Yeah, Ristic is in safe advantage now, and he is in the final. But the Kovalchuk and Jeffrey, they will probably have a lot of fight for the silver and bronze medal now, because they are quite close together, and they know they must not make mistake if they want to stay in the final.
We have a 10.7 by Ristic, he just keeps climbing up. A 10.6 by Jeffrey, and Kovalchuk a 10.5. They are so close to each other all the time, but Ristic is making his difference
Even bigger.
bigger and bigger by every shot. I think it's kind of safe now to put some money on Ristic.
Yeah, but now Jeffrey needs really good shot. He needs 10.8, and not perfect shot from Kovalchuk if he wants to stay in this final. We are with Jeffrey team now in this shot.
Jeffrey Tim, the 23-year-old. Let's see what he can do.
Ristic 10.5.
Oof, Jeffrey, he saw that. He saw that one.
Yeah.
He was aware of what happened. That was a 9.9. Not such a bad shot, but he did feel that one, and he was
not satisfied with the shot,
and
he knew that he's out of the final.
But I bet he's satisfied with the bronze medal that goes to the representative of Great Britain, Tim Jeffrey.
Yes, and now Ristic leads 1.7 in front of Kovalchuk on second place.
Congratulations to Tim. He is gonna move from the firing point in a moment. And now we have a duel. We have Ristic and Kovalchuk, and a difference of 1.7. Do you think that's even possible?
Only if Ristic make an Emmons shot. Otherwise, he's safe. He is in the final. Watch him. He's really calm. He normally shoots very fast after the command start, and he feels this final really, really well.
A 10.8 by Kovalchuk, a 10.3 by Ristic. That gained Kovalchuk a little bit of a smaller difference between those two. Now it's a 1.2, but I still think it's a far.
Yeah, Kovalchuk must repeat the last shot. 10.8, 10.7, 10.9.
And then maybe, just
Yes.
maybe,
if Dragan Ristic make a mistake, but otherwise Ristic in safe zone. The last shot.
so this could probably be his second gold medal at this World Cup in Osijek, right?
Yes. Third, because he won also team gold medal.
Oh, yes, he did. We have the audience now making a little bit of an atmosphere here. A 10.5 by Ristic, and that was enough to keep him in the lead. We have the loader congratulating him.
Yeah. And second place goes to Kovalchuk Vasil. He was Ristic, but Ristic was a little bit better in this final, and he took this gold medal really without being too much.
Without a big effort, we would think so, but there is enough effort behind the whole shooting sport. We're gonna have the medalists now presented to the audience. Later on, they're going to have the award ceremony, but it's usually normal for the medalists to be presented to the audience, sometimes maybe with their rifles.
And they deserved it. They
Of
deserved
course,
the
they
last
deserve it.
moment
The last
of
moment,
this final. They won the
one
medals and they should
picture.
be presented. And also the member of the team must have a chance to take a picture of their athletes on
Of
the medal
course.
places.
Now we have for the 50-meter rifle thrown mixed SH2 bronze medalist from Great Britain, Jeffrey Tim.
And the silver medal goes to Ukraine and it was taken by Kovalchuk Vasil.
Congratulations, big applause for Kovalchuk Vasil. And the gold medal winner.
And then we have the gold medalist representing Serbia, Dragan Ristic.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Congratulations to these
for this event.
awesome, brilliant athletes here giving us a great finals. Actually, it was calm, but it
Yes,
was great. It was nice to see them, shooting such good results. This was actually the second finals of the day. The next finals is going to be at 4:15.
and we are moving to 10 meters and
Excuse me, 5:45. At 5:45 is the next finals, and we're moving actually to the sports hall Gradski Vrt to
air
watch
pistol.
the air pistol. Yeah, men's 10-meter air pistol SH1. Thank you for being here with us. My name is Martina,
And my
this
name is Robert.
and see you in the next finals.
See you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get this.